welcome to the Preppy Crafty Girl Show.
Hi guys, it's Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I am here with a flip through of my fifth journal that I made for my shop. They're listed in my shop already. And these were I used the Tim Holtz fabric and then a lot of vintage antique treasures that I've had all over the years I've collected, and even down to the vintage earring that I just clipped on just to add a little bling, and some chindi rug. I just wrapped it. You could use it as a closure, but you don't have to. It just makes the presentation nice. And it has two signatures, some hand-dyed seam binding. It flip-flops open, so you have this that opens up. This is the original book. And then you'll get a dyed flashcard. This is a CD envelope that has a piece of Tim Holtz paper in there, an oxidized paper clip that I did. This has a library pocket and a collaged journal card I made. Also a vintage book plate. And then it closes there, and then this side opens. On the front cover, I used antique wallpaper from my collection and a Tim Holtz girl and some little bits and bobs from Tim Holtz. And then I did some texture paste on here, added die cut, and lots of lovely little layers of lace and fabrics throughout. So you'll open, there is a pocket here that I altered a playing card, and a little sheet of paper that has a typewriter on it. Here is a vintage doily. There's a lot of space right here that you could either stitch in some other pages that you might want to add or leave it as is, or you could even tape in some other things or staple, however you like to attach things into your book. Then we have a piece of lovely music paper that I stenciled over top, and a collaged piece. And then there is this little collaged card that I did. This was a Roxy Creation card or idea, and it's my take on it. And that has just a woman in there. And you tuck it in here, and that has some old ledger, and again, texture paste. Lots of textures and textiles in here. This is a dyed card that I stamped and dyed, a layaway tag. A little bit of lace pocket down here, some more texture paste, and some linen. And then this is the spine of the original book that I turned into a bookmark. Some collaging here on this Tim Holtz paper, which is lovely, lovely quality, I just have to say. And then you have the inside of the front cover, and this is the original book cover that I used. And I inked some watercolor paper, die cut it, did a little stamping, a stamp here, and then tucked it into this little pocket. And this is a little, one of my fabric book plates that I make, which you can buy these in my shop. It's not stamped, it's plain. And then it may have a little Tim Holtz found relative on there. So I do sell those from time to time. I think there might be some in the shop. If not, I'll be making more. And then I have, this is a altered and collaged just card, the Tim Holtz found relative. She's super cute. And then I have a field note piece of paper. This is from that beautiful antique ledger that I have from the late 1800s, early 1900s. Some old scrapbook paper that I pulled out of an album. A embossed tags, tabs, tea-dyed paper. You've got die cuts to add to pages, little journaling and tuck spots and all kinds of stamped on things, and lots of room still for you to do your own artwork, journaling, tuck spots, things like that. This is just clipped on by an oxidized paper clip that I did, and then you have this little pull out, and then it flaps open for you to have a little bit of maximum coverage there. Oh, this side is the Dennison Avery labels that I put in each one of these albums, and I don't suggest you try to stick them down. I think you need to add glue because they are old. They came out of my own collection. I decided to share with you in a glassine bag, and this is an original blueprint of a hotel. And then dictionary paper, ledger paper, book pages with images, stationery. This is antique Danish book page I brought back from Denmark on my visit there. And then you have this little dangle, fabric dangle, some mixed media paper, a little watercolored tester, and then a Rolodex, line Rolodex card. So lots of space in this journal. Just fun textures, fun paper, lots of tuck spots, and a tuck within a tuck, a pocket within a pocket. And this is tea-dyed paper, a little token of love tag, a typewriter sheet of typewriter paper, and then I embossed that seal, wax seal, and this has a collaged on coin wrapper paper clip. A die cut that I watercolored, again, that beautiful ledger, and a vintage postcard, vintage labels, and a manila tag from some fabric. That's all in the first signature. These signatures have approximately 24 pages, and how I counted the pages was just one. I didn't do front and back, so they have about 50 pages in the book, approximately. Collaged card, a stock card. So you can see they all, I don't know if you watched any of my other videos on these, they all have the same items in them, except they're just different images, and you know, of course, because they're one of a kind vintage, you know, the book page is the same but different page. Piano roll, wrapping paper, an altered paper clip, a little game sheet, and a coin envelope with a Uncle Wiggily game card in it. Here, typewriter page, an embossed piece of paper, Quizno game card, and a Tim Holtz splash card. So I did use a lot of Tim Holtz papers and die cuts in here, and fabrics mixed in with vintage items also, just because I thought the aesthetic went well. And I did some fabric ruffling. This is one of those little tourist cards. And then this is some photography that my sister did, and I backed it on a card so that you can journal. And in the back pocket, you have a die cut and also a little scrap paper pack. And that is the end of the book. And then this is the inside cover of the back cover. And there is a number and some beautiful tatted lace, and lots of lace and just textures. So again, I thank you for watching these video flip throughs. I hope you get some ideas, and I hope you go to visit my shop. It'll be linked down below. I am been putting in treasures from my thrifting in there. I've been trying to add things daily, and so anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and when they have sold, I will put sold in the comment section. So thank you very much for hanging in there, and I will see you soon. We'll be back with some crafting shortly.